What up, it's your boy T-Bird here with the reaction. It's time for a new kill count. Today we're going to do not one, but two kill counts a day, as they are on the same series and both short enough to make it for one big video. That is the Crypt TV Look-See kill counts 1 and season 2 will feature their very own, Dead Meat's very own James A. Janisse. So at least I know he's on the second season one. So without further ado, let's check out these kill counts for the Look-See series, and these are trying not to look away. So without further ado, let's see what they got here.
Hey everybody, James A. Janisse here, and I'm very excited to be announcing a new partnership today with the YouTube channel Crypt TV. In case you didn't know, Crypt TV is a channel devoted to high-quality, scary short films and monster series. And when I say high quality, I really mean it. The videos there are pro. They're probably better than like 70% of the stuff I cover on the kill count. Crypt TV's goal right now is to build a kind of scary cinematic universe, almost like a Marvel for monsters. And to that end, they release 3 videos a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Holy shit, 3 videos? 3? Are you insane? Well, actually, I better get used to that, since this partnership is going to result in an extra weekly Dead Meat video for the next 4 weeks. That's a whole nother video.
Right, my mic is like on the ground.
In addition to the Friday
Hopefully
kill counts and the Monday releases, which lately have been extra kill counts, so, you know, you're welcome. In a minute, I'm about to talk about how awesome Crypt TV is and delve into one of their series, The Look-See, but first I'll let you know how this is going to shake out these next few weeks. Next Sunday, March 18th, I'm doing the live stream marathon of Crypt TV content, and I want you to join me. I'll start at noon my time, Pacific, so that's 3 p.m. Eastern, and I'm just going to chill on a YouTube stream and watch all the Crypt TV content I can find. And I'd love it if you join me so we can watch stuff together and chat about it. Not only will it be fun, it'll also help serve as some crowdsourced research for me for the next 3 weeks. Because on those Sundays, March 25th, April 1st, and April 8th, I'll be releasing ranking videos for the Crypt TV stuff we watch. I haven't settled on exactly what things I want to rank. You know, kills will be one of them. Other ideas I have are like coolest twist or scariest monster, but since I haven't set anything in stone yet, you can help me decide if you come to
Is that a face hugger? He got a face hugger down the background. I'll speak that.
About the future. It's also talking about the now, the present, the current, and one of Crypt TV's current and best monster series is The Look-See. There have been 5 episodes released so far, each around 3 or 4 minutes long, and they also recently put out a very helpful chronological supercut of all the episodes. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a mini kill count on that 16-minute supercut so you can see how good this stuff is. Heads up, we got some real nice jump scares coming in, and if you like what you see, make sure you click the link in the description, or right up there, to watch the Look-See supercut in its entirety. Trust me, it's worth it. A lot of what's amazing here is the sound design that you won't hear during my kill count. That being said, let's get to the kills. The supercut begins with the Look-See himself, a fancy man in red fingerless gloves. We get a kill right off the bat when this kid drops dead in front of the camera. Pretty rough stuff, and he's not the only one. Looks like there have been a dozen other victims, all apparently poisoned to death. Not sure what's going on here, but future episodes will reveal it, I'm sure. The funeral for these kids introduced some characters, like Jenny, the Greta Gerwig-looking lady, and her husband Daniel, who's looking over and catching smiles from this other woman, Marlene. On the photo collage there, we see our first victim with a woman, possibly his mother, and it looks like she's also a police officer, cleaning up after the crime scene. She finds a note on the ground saying if she can't release, it'll come take a piece. Sounds like the slogan of a threatening laxative, but you won't need a laxative after this. Ooh, that's some spooky shit. And that was just the bedsheet ghost. Wait till we get to the stuff that's not a $3 Halloween costume. The cop finds a candlelit staircase and climbs it to find a red fingerless glove at the top.
That girl.
That's not just a glove. It's a hand in a glove. And those aren't just hands. They're hands on the Look-See. Another dude shows up and whisks the cop away to safety, only to get pulled back behind the curtains. The cop hears that guy start laughing, and then it's showtime. Giggles McGee laughs his way to the top of the curtains and keeps on laughing as he makes his way back down before he eventually gets pulled backstage. Hey guy, you dropped your watch. There you go. The police officer gets the hell out of there because the Look-See fancy man is way above her pay grade. We find Laughing Dude in a bathroom stall leaving some graffito on the door, guided by the Look-See, who then disappears. Laughing Dude leaves the bathroom and in runs Jenny, looking all frantic. Inside the stall, she reads the message Laughing Man left, and it's the same as the note. If you cannot release, then it will come take a piece. Apparently, the thing Jenny needs to release is her ring, which she plays with while thinking about bright, happy memories with her husband. But after hesitating to drop it in the toilet, she finds a pair of shoes peeking in underneath the stall. I don't think that guy's sitting on the toilet right. Jenny must be way braver than me, because she gets to peeking over the stall wall to see whose shoes those are. But it's empty over there. That's weird. Are the shoes still? Nope, now the feet are gone too. Maybe double check. Oh, yeah, still empty. Cool, no harm, no foul, I guess. Wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
Damn.
fuck, gets me every time. She drops her ring as the look-see pulls her under the stall, trying to drag her out, but she manages to grab the ring and drop it into the loo. Mission accomplished. We should be all good now, right? Except that don't feel like a toilet seat. It feel like a foot. The look-see leans in while laughing and then kills the woman. We only see her feet rise up. The look-see wants you to look-see a body, so they show us the aftermath of it all, and it looks pretty pressing. Oh, and her hand is missing. Next up is Marlene, who's staring at a picture of Jenny and Daniel, even though the more interesting part of this Polaroid is on the back. Yep, same message. If you can't release, it'll come take a piece. Marlene crops Jenny out of the picture so she can better stare at Daniel, who it seems like she's having an affair with, since she hears something in her house and assumes it must be him. Daniel ain't there, but there's another fancy man available if you're willing to open your heart for Marlene. He does have crazy nails, yes, but you could make a spa day of it together. Sounds good, right? As long as he's not too scary. Oh shit, too scary, too scary. She hides in the bathroom behind the shower curtain, and when she thinks the coast may be clear, she peeks out to find, nothing really here. Maybe if you just yank back. Oh, yeah, all clear. Guess it's all good. Shit! A scream and a crack signify Marlene is next on our list. And again, we're shown the violent
Oh!
decapitated body. I guess those notes weren't lying. Look-see's always looking to take a piece, y'all. Next up looks like this guy who, oh shit,
Just
that's another
jumped
kill.
himself.
Okay, that was Laughing Dude, and he jumped off the building, killing himself. Crazy. Wait, now we're back with this chick? Oh, fuck! Look-see, you too scary, man. And it also looks-sees like we're gonna have to rescind a kill, because Jenny's in a hospital bed, and yes, indeed, very much alive, even though her hand is missing. And both her legs are broken. That sucks. But still, not dead, so I'm retroactively removing her from the kill count, and we're back down to 15. Of course, I knew she wasn't dead going into this. I just didn't want to spoil it for y'all. She sees someone standing in the shadows just outside her hospital room. Shit like this always creeps me out, but I guess it's not that bad when it's revealed to just be Daniel. Oh, what? Visiting his wife in the hospital to see how she's doing? Oh, no, his eyes are missing.
Oh, shit.
The look-see is there, too. He's got something to say. So listen up, Jenny, because, oh, he just wants to give her the time, I guess. But she doesn't want his watch, and instead she says, look-see, you're done, and sticks a fork in it. Then goes on the offensive, broken legs and all, and almost stabs him in the head before he disappears. She climbs back into bed and takes a look-see at the throat clock left behind, which triggers a memory in her of her husband, Eyeless Dan, back there, leaving her, thus the toilet ring scene. When she's done reminiscing, though, look-see's waiting for her. Next thing we see is the little girl, Camille, in water, and guess what? She did. You can hear some muffled screaming, and we learn that was probably her dad, this Daniel Stern-looking dude named Jonathan. He's sitting at a table eating birthday cake, all bereaved over his dead daughter. In the photo album he's looking through, he finds a familiar note. If you can't release, it'll come get some! He goes to pick up a crumb and finds his daughter's back to say hello. Hi, sweetheart, what have you been up to? Oh, teleporting, that's fun. He chases after her into a hall closet where he finds the ribbon she was wearing, but that's about it. Another door opens, and when he's looking in that room, he fails to look-see the look-see in the closet behind him. The look-see's not a vacuum, and he ain't gonna stay in that closet. Look-see scares Jonathan back into the kitchen, where he gets rid of the symbolic birthday cake in an attempt to release. But Look-see's still coming. Jonathan hides under the table as some fancy shoes walk around the kitchen and climb on top of the table. And when the ribbon shows up again, you know this dude a goner. Look-see joins him under the table because he forgot to release that last slice of cake. So Jonathan is left as a corpse without arms and a backwards head. Now how's he supposed to make another cake like that? Even if he does do the cooking by the book. The supercut ends with Jenny, now in a wheelchair, starting a very impressive and ambitious pen pal project. I'm not gonna do all the numbers graphics and everything, but 17 people died, genders unknown because of those covered up corpses, chainsaw to Marlene and machete to Camille. Sound good? I hope this exploration of the look-see showed you how good the monsters are on Crypt TV and why I agreed to do a partnership with them. You guys know me, I'm not about to hawk something that's not good. Crypt TV is great, and that's why I'm looking forward to the next few weeks. Again, join me next week on Sunday, March 18th for a live stream hangout marathon of Crypt TV content, then tune in the 3 Sundays after that for ranking videos of the stuff we watch. It'll be a good time, I promise. I haven't seen a lot of these videos, so you'll probably get to see some legit jump scares from me.
Alright.
That's the plan, I'll see you then.
Cool. So, it's just he has partnership with him, and I think somebody mentioned that before too. So now, like I said, not one, but 2 videos in one. This is now we're going to take a look at Look-See Season 2, which is only like 7 minutes long. So, no, that's the 7 minute long one. This one is 10 minutes long. So, without further ado, let's check it out. Look like a familiar face in there. You see? Yeah, let's get it.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror media. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the 2nd season of Crypt TV's Look-See, subtitled The Second Hands. Look-See is my favorite monster series on Crypt TV, and I covered his 1st season in a mini Kill Count earlier this year. You can click up there to see that. It starts at about 2 minutes into the video. For the 2nd season of Look-See, Crypt TV brought back writer-director Landon Stommer for another 4 episodes, so the quality is the same top-notch stuff we got in season 1. That means lots of cool camera tricks, bitchin' sound design, and massive masterful jump scares, so here's your warning that I'm gonna include some of them throughout this video. Season 2 of our favorite fancy monster is a prequel of sorts, set in an old-timey era that gives us a little peek into Look-See's past. It features crooked bankers, reluctant robbers, and for some reason, this Gordon Hayward-looking jackass around in the woods. It also features a bunch of fun kills, so let's get to them.
Yo, he do like Gordon Hayward, though. I'll props for that, for being a basketball fan too, though. But here we go.
Season 2 begins in Depression-era New York, where an angry crowd is hollering up at the apartment of, "Oh, damn, that lady just got whacked in the face with a fire poker." Looks like we're starting this season off on a pretty dark note, with Barbara Capshaw and her 2 kids joining the kill count immediately.
Oh!
And the poor kids never even learned how to properly make a bed before they died. Pillowcases go over pillows, not your own heads, you silly billies. As in most cases where a family's patriarch kills his wife and kids, this dude Robert ends up offing himself as well, with a self-inflicted throat slit, and his blood splatters onto a picture that tells us who he is. One of 2 twins, the Capshaw bros, who opened a bank at exactly the wrong time in history. I wonder what the other, less murder-suicide-y brother is up to. We meet up with him as he's hiking through the woods with his family. They've still got shadows of finery on their backs, but they've left everything else behind on their run from angry rabble-rousers. Even though pretty soon they're about to be on the run from something else. Yeah, better go on and get, little girl. They find themselves at a Hooverville version of Base Dothrak, and before you can say Hereditary, it's nighttime at their new home. Good thing there's nothing creepy about this place, right? You know, except for shit like that. Father James Capshaw steps outside and sees his barn door closed. Good thing. It's always embarrassing when you realize you left it open. When he goes to inspect it further, he finds a foreclosure notice from his very own bank posted on the door. And you can't escape big finance by crumpling that shit up, dog. You know damn well better. Inside the barn is a lot more of those notices hanging up, as well as a ticking clock. Quick, Price is Right, Capshaw. How much do you think that watch is worth? Final answer? $1 single? Oh, Look-See don't like people who play it safe like that, so Capshaw finds a note on the back of that dollar. If you yourself cannot release, then it'll come to take a piece. He gets knocked to the ground and then dragged across the barn floor, watch in hand, until he looks up to see that fancy monster man. Oh, wait, no, it's just some dirty boy and a pair of his pals peering down. The bandits cover Capshaw's mouth and get to rob him, starting with that wicked timepiece. But lead bandit Raymond takes things a little too far and takes out a switchblade so he can stab James in the side with it. Not just once, but a whole bunch of times. Jesus, dude, what's the matter with you?
Check you out, James, the killer yourself.
Raymond's associates are equally disturbed by his outburst, and one of them, William, trips over a lantern while backing up. That earns him an inhalation with a pitchfork, as seen in a series of great shots that reveal the extent of his injuries to the other 2 bandits. That is forked up. Even more.
Hold up. Check you out being a little killer, Mr. James A. Denise. Anyway.
Forked up? There a motherfucking Look-See standing right there. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is the part where you 2 get the fuck out of there. Don't trip on your way out, dicks. They hightail it out into the night, and during their way through the trees, Thomas stops to briefly check the time. Bandit or not, it's important to keep a schedule. But little does he know that watch belongs to our favorite fancy man. Yeah, he gon' get it. Episode 2 begins with a nightmare of William looking at the camera. Thomas wakes up from it, thankfully not having peed himself since he's sharing a tent with a real peaceful-looking sleepy boy there, and instead he goes outside to relieve his bladder against a tree. While he does, Look-See appears and then disappears behind him. Too slow, Tommy boy. And then all of a sudden, there's a note on the tree. I guess Look-See advertises the same way clubs at universities do. Just stick a flyer in front of a urinal. It'll definitely get looked at. When Thomas goes back to the tent, he finds it empty. But don't worry if you're a snuggler, little buddy. There's someone outside who can wrap his long, creepy arms around you and hold you tight. But then the silhouette just kind of disappears, so maybe Tommy's stuck sleeping alone tonight.
Oh, shit.
Nah, just playing. You're so fucking dead, Tommy. He takes off running, but stops like an idiot to watch Look-See play peekaboo with his tent. And when the monster reappears close at hand behind a tree, Thomas is out of there. A root stops him and gives him a serious leg injury. That's nothing compared to the head grab that just happened.
Come here!
Whoa, where'd he even go? We see where he went after Raymond gets back from an ancillary robbery and finds Thomas's shoe on the ground. Ray looks up and gets a Carrie White special to the face. Man, that looks messy. I bet it would take like 3 long showers just to clean it all off. But that's just a guess, you know? We finally see Thomas's body after it falls in front of Raymond, and holy shit, that boy was literally broken in half. And we ain't talking your usual bifurcation. This dude got split in 2 hot dog style. Very awesome, and as Raymond can attest to, very bloody. Raymond starts looking around and senses the Look-See behind him, so he takes out his knife to get all stabby again.
Shit.
But looks like that shit ain't gonna fly with the big LS, so Raymond drops his knife and runs off into the woods. We get a real cool escape sequence that, fun fact, fact, was shot just an hour before sunrise. It was one of the last things filmed for the season. Just when Raymond thinks he's free, he gets a fingerless red glove wrapped around his throat, and Look-See lifts him up off the ground for an excellent isometric exercise. Look-See, you so swole, dude. But a deeper look into Raymond's soul, murder and all, leaves Look-See a little less smiley than usual, and he drops Raymond to the ground. Guess this guy didn't have anything to release, so he takes all his pieces and walks off into the woods, the Look-See disappearing into thin air empty-handed. The episode ends with the pocket watch getting grabbed again. In episode 3, we're back to the rest of James Capshaw's family. His wife Mary isn't coping well with her new surroundings, and is reluctant to shed her rock and roll lifestyle. On a table, she finds a classic creepy little kid drawing, but boy, that thing could use a little more color. Before Mary can find a bigger Crayola pack for her kids, though, a creaking noise draws her into the shadowy recesses of her new home.
See, black folks ain't gonna do shit like that, so I'm playing Brigade.
Bloody fur coat? It's like a PG version of Fatal Attraction's Bunny Stew. The back of that drawing features a familiar refrain, and then it's off with the heels.
Oh,
Look-See's here to hang upside down and wreck this lady's lifestyle, and he's all sick of hanging upside down. It's nausea-inducing, you know? Mary tries to run away, but is stopped in her tracks and hoisted by her own pearl necklace. He lifts her into the air and threatens to choke the life out of her until finally it breaks and she's free. Good thing that's over with. Oh shit! Back into the bedroom! Back into the bedroom! There she finds a dead little boy on the bed. It's a vision of her youngest son Theodore, who died before the story took place, and not in a flashback so he doesn't go on the count. Learn the rules here. She's sad to see him like this, but at least he comes bearing gifts, namely that pearl necklace she can't seem to let go of. And you know what the consequences for that is. In this case, a kid spurting blood out his mouth and popping down from the ceiling. Sorry, Mary, but it's time for a piece to get taken. Mary's daughter Leah is the one who finds her dead with a hole through her torso. Her body slumps over and lands next to that drawing, as Mary lands the next spot on the kill count. Leah takes a bit of her mom's blood and uses it to make an addition to her drawing, one that doesn't bode well for older brother David, especially since Leah's not exactly hanging out with the right crowd nowadays. Ooh, creepy camera spike. Speaking of brother David, he was out doing God knows what with a lantern, but heard Mary scream, so he's probably relieved when he returns to find her standing in the window. Yep, nothing looks wrong here. Everything's normal. Inside the barn, he finds a stuffed teddy, and that teddy's got a little pouch with a note inside. Better let go of that dead baby bro, David, or else you'll be joining him sooner than you think. Hard to get over the dead when there are pictures of them everywhere, though. Or, you know, when they're standing right behind you. Spooky ghost stuff, I like it. Back inside, David takes his torch and teddy to look for the rest of his family, and he finds Mary in the corner all Blair Witchy with a bloody shrug. Why do we only see the back of her? Can we get a better look at— Oh, never mind. That shit's creepy as hell. Reverse, reverse. David goes to leave, but gets cornered by Look-See at the door. He too retreats into the bedroom, not knowing his little sister is standing outside just counting down to his death. He has a premonition that maybe he's too tied up emotionally to his dead little bro, and then he figures it out. If he can just destroy that teddy, everything will be okay. After killing the bear, you'd think he's in the clear, but nope. Look-See hand coming at you. God, I love the shot of that teddy bear carcass scuttling across the floor. As David looks on with tear in his eye, Look-See comes out from beneath the bed, and despite the brother apparently having let go, he's yanked back into the room and killed by Look-See, as revealed by his very artsy-looking corpse with his head on backwards. Damn, I was really rooting for you, David. With her family dead, Leah heads back inside and sets the watch on the ground right as the hands high-five each other. They spin around counterclockwise, and the watch face opens up to reveal— what's it gonna reveal, Leah? Nothing, I guess? Just kidding, kid, it's some more gloves! Personally, I can't wait to see what this creature is, stretching out of the watch and making Leah's eyes go wide, but I guess I'm gonna have to, because with one last look-see at our locales, this season is over! In this trip to the 30s, was the look-see just as hurty? Let's find out and get to the numbers. What is that?
I like how you did that.
9 people died in the second season of Look-See, which is less than the first, but that's not adjusting for inflation. Of the victims, there were 6 males and 3 females. I only know because I read the script, which names those 2 Capshaw kids killed in the beginning. With a runtime of 20 minutes, we had a kill on average every 2.22 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to William and the pitchfork through his back. I love the reveal of it, and it's also helped by that creepy shot later on of him smiling at the camera. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to James Capshaw, since he just got stabbed a few times, and honestly, dude, look at that bandit. You could take him easy. And that's it. Season 2 of Look-See came out on Crypt TV just a few weeks ago, and you can watch the whole thing by clicking up there, which I highly recommend you do since it's got a lot of great sound design not featured in this kill count. Plus, it's got a few extra shots of that handsome bandit. Make sure you subscribe to Crypt TV to take advantage of their insane 3-a-week release schedule. And for all you Sunny Cult fans, I got you, fam, with the kill count of Season 3 next Sunday. Until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this fun extra Kill Count. I want to thank a couple of patrons.
Alright, so that was all. That's it for the Look-See series, and that's it for that batch of kill counts I had asked y'all to vote for. So we'll move on to in between, which is the anime live action version of anime kill count. I promise y'all, as well as the remake I promise y'all, which is a remake of Suspiria, that kill count, which is actually gonna be Carnage counts, because it's not what that mean, and a couple of kill counts before I start my new batch, and as well as in between the Saw series. But yeah, the ones I promise you is to do what was it, Slumber Party Massacre, the first one. You know, I saw it on my own. We'll do the kill count for y'all, as well as the explicit version of The Evil Dead, which I might have to censor out because this is from his Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, I am starting my Patreon. I am going to start my Patreon. I haven't really fully started yet. I signed up for it and everything. I haven't got started yet because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this for y'all. But I will do a Patreon. Probably what I'm going to do is probably the explicit videos I cannot, that they give me a hard time uploading, or the ones that get a lot of copyright strikes. Not copyright strike, that's not copyright friendly. Add up there as well too. And I'm debating on how much to charge. I don't want to charge her too much, but I want to charge her too less either. So I figured out how to do this whole Patreon thing to get started. But other than that, if you haven't already followed Dead Meat's Patreon, that's why I'm following them right now. Only $1 a month to check out the explicit as well as the only for the explicit stuff and certain items, and to get the early releases stuff you pay a little more. But I'm joining just for the explicit releases of the kill counts. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.